This is Samurai Jill at Sci-Fi Valley Con. I am talking with the legend himself, Billy West, voice actor. You're a musician as well. Thank you for being here with us this weekend. You having a good time so far?
Absolutely. How about you?
I'm having a wonderful time.
You find any cool stuff?
Not yet, because I've been busy talking to you guys.
Okay.
You are, the voice of our childhood. You're half the voice cast of Futurama, Doug, Ren and Stimpy. You've also voiced Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd. So what I'd like to know, when you come to a convention, what's the voice you get requested to recreate the most?
It varies. It just depends on who comes up. Some people like Doug, from Nickelodeon. Dude Journal, hi, it's me, Doug. You're still a loser, funny. Forget it. You're not charming at all. And I did, hey Ren, will you button me? Will you shut up, you fool? Yes, I'll kill you. And and I did Futurama. Philip J. Fry reporting for duty. Greetings from the year 3000. It still sucks. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Kev, inform the men. I made it with a woman. Young lady, bring me a sandwich from the dumpster and leave the maggots on it. I'm scuttling.
Well, Zoidberg's my favorite, so I'm glad you did him too.
I always thought the funniest thing about Zoidberg is that he's a doctor and he's poor. That killed me. If that doesn't say loser, nothing does.
So us fans of Futurama are really excited because it's coming back next year.
Yes.
So what can you tell us? It's not a reboot, right? It's a continuation.
Yeah, it's new episodes, 20 new episodes. We've recorded about 6 of them so far, and it was just like we never left, We just sat down, and the scripts are really, really funny, and, I'm really enjoying it. I knew that the show was too good to not be in production, so it had to come back.
It's a classic. These are some of people's favorite cartoons ever. What was one of your favorite cartoons or shows growing up?
I used to love, the Mel Blanc stuff. I loved Bugs Bunny and the Warner Brothers cartoons very much. Hanna-Barbera cartoons I loved. My heroes were people like Mel Blanc and June Foray. She played Rocky the Flying Squirrel. And she did all those hags in the Warner Brothers cartoons. Witches, and she was unbelievable, and I got to work with her years ago. And the voices at Hanna-Barbera were guys like Don Messick and Dawes Butler, and they did all the characters. And when I was a little kid, I'd look at the screen and I'd see 2 names, and I'd hear 20 characters, and I said something's up. I wonder what these people are like.
One thing, I watched Futurama when I was younger, and you don't always pay attention to the people behind the voices.
Right.
But when I get a little older, and I'm like, wow, this one guy voiced so many characters on this show. Half the time you're talking to yourself.
Yes.
Does that ever get challenging, or you're just a natural?
You meet a better class of people that way.
Some of your characters are more musical than others, but which is your favorite character to sing as?
Oh, well, I guess the most honest character is Fry. I mean, he's pure. He's not all that bright, but he has a big heart, and that's what Leela sees in him. She's strong. She's everything he's not. But she loves him because she sees his heart. She sees his generosity of spirit and everything. And he needs somebody to straighten him out, he's a project for her. And that's the way I wanted to make him sound, like needy in a way, because it gave it another dimension. And it's there, it's obvious. But let's see. I liked singing as Fry in The Devil's Hands because it was an operetta. And try to sing a Ken Keeler melody, boy, that was challenging. But Fry singing as himself, it just sounded very honest, and it didn't smack of like, oh, this is someone doing a put on or a voice. It sounded real.
Out of all these voices, are there any that are more challenging for you? They all sound so different. It's crazy that it's one guy behind these.
I worked really hard so that it would be like that. I was very lucky that I was given the material that I was given. the richness of the humor and the characters. And Matt Groening is just so brilliant. I'm in awe of him. I've always been in awe of him. And the directors and the artists and the writers. It's like lightning striking, you know? And the show coming back is like lightning strike in the same spot again. It never happens.
It's going to be great. I cannot wait for the revival.
Thank you.
So one of my last questions, you're a legend in this industry. What is one piece of advice you'd give to young, aspiring voice actors?
You got to be passionate. You can't be too cool for school. You know, you can't try to be cool. You got to be honest, and you got to be passionate, and you have to be inspired. And if you're not inspired, go look for it. I used to go downtown and let the wind blow me around. I'd have no particular plan. You'd be surprised where you wind up when you don't, when the fates kind of have their way with you, you know?
That's great general advice overall. I love that.
But you can run into inspiration in the most unlikely place.
You never know what you'll find.
Right, or run into somebody that you just happen to talk to and go away thinking, well, that was something that doesn't happen every day, you know.
Everyone, Billy West, thank you so much for your time.
You.
Come meet Billy at Sci-Fi Valley Con. We're having a great time.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Do us both a favor and come down.
Yeah.